Chapter 20. Apart from Maharshi himself, this is a most mystical phenomenon. It is difficult to describe the I current in non-technical language. If we accept the fact that in nature there is no loss of energy, then we can realize that spiritual forces generated by the meditations and radiations of samadhi of the Master must create a reservoir of spiritual energy. The intimate disciples of Maharshi knew about this some decades ago. They called it the I current. They ascribed to this superphysical power different phenomena that occurred at the ashram: the spontaneous cures of diseases, spiritual illuminations, and sudden changes in the direction of their lives. Maharshi himself rarely spoke about any phenomena mentioned by his devotees. It seemed he ignored all this. It is within the realm of natural law that a powerful spiritual magnetism, as created by the great Rishi, could not fail to produce effects on our consciousness when attuned to its mighty radiation. One day I was seeking a method, apart from self-inquiry, to facilitate my attunement with the true self. At that time, the resistance of the mind and emotions barred the way to the silence. Then came, why should I not try to draw upon the current? But how? Concentrating all my attention on that problem, I intuitively began to repeat, like a mantra, the words, I current, I current, not knowing what made me do it. Immediately, a stream of power entered my being, exactly filling the need whose fulfillment I had sought. And everything was changed. The mind's resistance was swept away. The physical world receded from the screen of my vision like a broken film. Then came the state of consciousness I have described in other chapters. Later I realized that it was not necessary to use the mystical current only for the above purposes, and that its use in smaller matters could also be helpful. Every disturbance of the mind can be quelled by the I current. But intuition warns me not to use that reservoir of force too often and without discrimination. What conditions are necessary to bring one in contact with the I current? Knowledge that the current exists, belief in its effectiveness as part of the activity of the Master or one's own self, and desire for some worthy cause to be served. I never asked the Master about it. It seemed too trivial a thing to speak about, when his work was always performed on a higher level. However, it throws light on the methods by which those who have gone before us have performed their tasks. The I current exists. It constitutes a great source of power on which we can draw to achieve worthy ends. It is the blessed inheritance left to us by the great friend of humanity, the Maharshi.